Hey, how's it going? How is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Hope everybody's doing good. Enjoying your week. Today is Wednesday, October 26th. Almost to Halloween. We're getting close. Had a little excitement yesterday. False alarm, but a little excitement. My daughter, her and her husband, my son-in-law, are expecting. She's due. Actually, by the time this video is up and posted, she's technically probably, only about a week away from when she's due. But I believe it's like November 7th or 8th or somewhere in there is when she's due. Well, yesterday, which would have been October 25th, she started having some contractions and so forth. And so, of course, went out to the hospital. And they kept her there and kept her in not a delivery room, but just kind of like I don't know what they call it, but like the room they put you in before they take you to the delivery room. And because they wait till you get to a certain point before they move you into the delivery room and actually admit you. And, well, she didn't get to that point, and ultimately, I don't know exactly what time it was, but last night around probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, her contractions had kind of mellowed back out. So I'm guessing it was kind of a false alarm. Maybe the little one was just testing the waters, making sure she was ready for when he's ready to actually present himself to the world. But yeah, so I went in and worked and got off a little early, and then instead of going and doing like maintenance stuff that I was planning on doing, I basically came home and kind of sat around the house waiting to see if we got closer and it looked like she was gonna give birth to my grandson. I wanted to be at the hospital. Now, because I did it yesterday, I've had to push back what I was going to do yesterday, so now I have to play it by ear. I mean, I already told her, I talked to her and said, look, I'm going to try when you actually go to deliver, I'm going to try everything I can to make sure I'm in a spot to where I can be there. But unfortunately, with my job and aspects of my job, depending on what it is, it might not be possible for me to be there. But that's okay. She understands. I mean, I don't really like it, but I understand too. Like when she was born, when my daughter was born, my dad wasn't at the hospital. My mom was, but my dad wasn't. And I didn't have a problem with it. But I'm going to try whatever I can to try to be there. And so, from what I understand right now, they kind of put it on a time frame where, obviously it could happen at any time, but if she don't get to us by a certain point, they're going to induce. And then I guess the plus side of that is I'll know exactly when it's going to be and when they're going to do it, so I can actually make sure that I'm off. And who knows, actually, by the time you're watching this video, she might have already had her baby, my grandson. So, one of these videos, beyond this one, you'll have the update of that we have with a new family member in the big family here. So, anyhow, that was my excitement yesterday. Today was not very exciting. Work was slow. It was kind of boring. And after that, I had to drive to Columbus to pull a booth cushion off because it was torn. And then I gotta go drop it off at the upholstery shop tomorrow. But tomorrow I got a short day because I'm just working in the restaurant like I normally do, and then I'm going to run that to the upholstery shop, and then I'm coming home because it's Beggars Night here in my town tomorrow from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and I always I'm not really sure what I'm going to like. I normally try to throw on kind of a costume of sorts. I don't know whether I will this time. I think I might just go like the cheap route. Maybe I'll just I'll do like a whole like samurai cowboy type thing. I got my duster. You know, I'll throw on a black shirt, stuff. You know, put a little outfit together. Got my cowboy hat, throw it on, and then I've got a big Sephiroth sword from Final Fantasy up on the wall. I could get down and just stand on top of that. You know, something simple. Or I might not do that at all. I might just, you know, I got the house decorated a little bit. But alright, if it's anything like the last couple of years, we didn't have very many kids anyhow, so. Right. We'll see. Alright. Here we go. Got the Horrorpack Blu-ray for October. Horrorpack Blu-ray is just what it is. It's horror movies on Blu-ray. But they have two different versions. They have the Blu-ray horror pack, which is what I get, and they have a regular DVD version. The Blu-ray version is $29.99 a month with free shipping in the continental United States, and I believe the DVD version is $24.99 with free shipping. Each month you get 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs, one of which is always a limited edition, which means it could be a big theatrical release that they've done something special with, either a different cover art or, you know, something to make it specific, or limited edition for a horror pack, or the movie itself is actually only available through Horrorpack. It varies. But yeah, you get 4 movies. And the great thing is, if you really wanted to, you could subscribe to the Blu-ray and DVD, because they don't put the same ones in each box. So you get four Blu-rays and 4 DVDs, and they would all be different. I like Blu-rays. I mean, I still buy an occasional regular DVD. But yeah, I like Blu-rays. And of course, you know, eventually, everybody, you know, the big thing will be the 4K. It's still kind of in its infancy right now. I've got a few movies on 4K, but of course I don't have a 4K player or a 4K TV, so there's luckily almost every one of those that you buy these days, if you get one that is a 4K version, it's got like the regular Blu-ray version with it. So figure those movies I'll be prepared when I do get 4K somewhere down the road, then I already have some movies in 4K. Alright, so make sure you get a horror pack. Check it out. If you're a big horror movie fan like me, you can't beat it. I've been a subscriber for, I don't know, I want to say a couple years now. 2 years, 3 years, somewhere in there. I got a backlog of these movies still in the plastic that I haven't watched because I never have time. Why? Because I'm always working. But eventually I'll get around to watching them. What else? Anything else I'm going to say? No. Other than, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, at the end, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. It'll help my channel. I'm trying to work on growing this channel, along with growing followers on all the stuff you'll see down in the description box. My business page on Facebook. You can go in there and check it out. I do post on there occasionally. Not very often, but occasionally. I basically just made that up so people would be able to see, you know, my business name and so forth. And get a rough idea of the kinds of stuff I do. You also find my Mercari storefront. Direct link down below to that. Got all kinds of stuff on there. Poshmark if you're looking for apparel. and of course, whatnot. I am in the planning stages right now. You can see right here these pops. I need to start entering into inventory in my Excel spreadsheet. So come end of the year when I go to do taxes and everything, I have it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull maybe like 30 of these out. And as I'm writing them down, I'm going to just upload them. I'm going to set up to do a whatnot auction here in a couple weeks. I'll probably do it like on a Sunday. I know a lot of people watch football on Sundays. I understand that. But hey, multitask. You know, have the game on and you know come to my auction too. I would do it during the week, but because of the hours I work and I never know, you know, what time I'm going to be getting off work, it's not practical to try to do it in the week. So, but yeah, whatnot auction. I'm going to put some of those in, and then whatever ones don't sell in the auction, then I'll have them in inventory, and then I can just put them up on my Mercari store. So, that's the plan. All right, let's dive into this. Enough rambling, right? Hey, you tell me to shut up and get to it already. Again, 4 Blu-rays. I've been really good so far. I think there's only been like twice. You know, the whole time I've been getting this, where I actually got movies that I already had. And I think in both those cases, I had them on DVD, not Blu-ray, so it still worked out. First one. Got Paranormal Activity 3, the unrated director's cut. I don't have this. I think I have the first one, and I might actually have the second one. Because I think I got the second one in a box not too long ago. I actually really enjoyed the first one. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward to checking this out. So this has got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Includes footage not shown in theaters. So, cool. Number 2. Obsidian. This is the Horrorpack limited edition Blu-ray. Obsidian. That sounds really familiar. I might have seen this. Yeah, maybe. The title sounds familiar, but it doesn't look familiar. Number 3. Happy Birthday to Me. You're invited to the bloodiest party of the year. Oh, wow, the back of that looks like she's getting skewered with a shish kebab or something. What is that? That's what it looks like. 6 of the most bizarre murders you will ever see. Well, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Will they actually be 6 of the most bizarre ones I've ever seen? I don't know. There was a movie called Twitch of the Death Nerve. I believe it's an old black and white movie. It might be color. But it's an older movie. Don't quote me on this. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I have it down there. But this was a movie, I want to say that it was actually banned in a few countries. And it's supposed to have some of the most sadistic murders, you know, in a movie. So maybe I'll do a comparison. Maybe I'll watch that one and this one and see. Does this live up? Are the ones in here actually the more bizarre, course, the ones in Twitch of the Death Nerve weren't necessarily meant to be bizarre. They were just meant to be like very brutal. So, yeah, sounds interesting, huh? And number 4, Sands. It stains the sands red. The most original zombie movie since 28 Days Later. She looks really familiar. Brittany Allen. I know I've seen her in something else. Weirdly, quotes. And I quote, because that's what it is, it's a quote. Deserves to be held in as high regard as Romero's original zombie trilogy. Scream Magazine says, and I quote, Brittany Allen's performance is up there with the best the genre has to offer. It's got a couple just behind the scenes and on the set, like vignettes or vignettes or however you pronounce that word, like behind the scenes stuff. So not a whole lot as far as behind the scenes, but I mean the cover shows obviously zombie, and it shows probably the two main heroes, if you will, of the story. In the back shows another zombie up there, and then Brittany again. I'll definitely be checking that one out. I love my zombie movies. So there you go. That's it. Sorry for the long intro for just this short little bit of video, but hey, you should be used to it by now. I don't know what the next video I do will be. I know I have 2 boxes coming from Chalice Collectibles. I think it's the only thing. I know. I think I'm going to be ordering a couple boxes tomorrow, as I think they're limited, making the limits 2 per person. But Mystery Grail's dropping a new double horror Funko Pop mystery box, so all the Funko Pops you get are supposed to be like horror oriented. So I'll probably order a couple of those boxes. But yeah, subscribe and then you can see all that stuff when I get around to putting it up. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you check out Horrorpack. Till the next time, as always, everybody look out for yourself and those around you, because that makes it much easier for everybody to stay safe and healthy. That's not a bad thing. Not at all. We like being healthy. It's a lot funner than being sick. I hate being sick. I haven't got sick yet. Knock on wood. But we're getting into winter, so I'm sure I'm going to catch a cold here eventually. But till next time, everyone, take it easy. See ya.